Hi, this is Object Info Palette, part 3, and this time we'll talk a little bit about circles. So our Object Info is going to be able to give us a ton of information about anything that we draw, and sometimes that information will be vast. But for now, we just have simple positioning information. I'll pick my selector tool, and I will select this largest circle here. Again, I get this class layer plane, which we're not necessarily that worried about. I have the X and the Y coordinate, and this is probably based on the center, right? It also gives me the radius and the diameter, right? So the radius is half of the distance, and the diameter is the full distance across. And you'll note that they are exactly doubled. If I were to change my radius to 2 feet, then my diameter changes automatically to 4 feet. If I were to change my Y position, right, and let's make it, right now I think it's at minus 4 feet. Let's make it minus 8 feet, right? It now moves that circle, the center of that circle, to minus 8 feet. Yes? So below that, it also gives you the perimeter, or in this case, it would be circumference. But if you were to walk all the way around the outside, how far is it? And it also gives you the area. So you don't need any of that pi, 2 pi, 2 pi r, or 2 pi r squared, pi r squared. You don't need to even know what pi is, because Vectorworks will give you the information about that circle. And I'll just look at one more real quick. I'll select this circle up here. It has a radius of 1 feet, 1.5. So what if we were to just make that 1 foot? Right? It shrunk down to 1 foot. You'll see that our radius has changed. I want it to be at 2 feet. I can just delete that. Let's move it over to 2 feet, and we want this to be at minus 2 feet. I think I just need to hit that, minus 2 feet, and it has now moved this, the center of this circle, right, to these coordinates, right? So that's a circle, and any shape that I draw is going to have that same information. Even if I draw an oval, that oval is going to give me the same kind of information. Now I drew it using the rectangle tool, and so it's giving me a length and a width just like if it were a rectangle. I also have the center, the endpoints, and the top and the bottom in which I can move it around. I have a rotation. Let's make it 45, right? And so now it's angled that oval. The object info provides us information about any object that we draw, and every object that we draw, because every object is going to have sizing information and it's going to have position information, and all of that can be accessed very quickly and easily through the Object Info palette. Thanks so much.